Okay, y'all. The real reason to why Karmelo was not allowed to testify is coming out. And it's not good, y'all, for the prosecutors. It is not good. Because word on the street is Austin had Karmelo in a position, which is why he was stuck, y'all. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're about to talk about it. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my day ones, twos, threes, and fours, thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So, let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Y'all, shoulda cut is about to hit the fan. Because word on the street is, y'all, Karmelo has discussed with his lawyers what happened. And the lawyer, one of the lawyers, are saying that Austin had Karmelo in a headlock, y'all. Word on the street. This is what they're saying, y'all. And it makes all the sense in the world now to why they did not want him to testify. The defense did not want him to testify. Because this would have came out in court if Karmelo would have testified. So they kept him off the stand. They also kept Hunter off the stand as well, y'all. Because Hunter played a major part in what went down. So they kept him off the stand completely when he was the major source of, that should have been put on the stand. He should have been the main witness. But he wasn't. And y'all see witness is coming up in Karmelo's numbers. Okay, y'all? Is this going to be the straw to break the camel's back? Y'all ask yourself this question. When they get Hunter on that stand, because Hunter was busy under that tent, y'all. Hunter was busy. And for him not to testify tells you a lot. Tells you a whole heap a lot. Now there's a woman coming out saying that, people that testified and all of this stuff and was supposed to go into details about this and that and this, word on the street, according to the courts, Austin was stuck in a particular angle when he was stuck, okay? And they're saying that it don't make sense to be front, face to face with somebody and going, in on somebody, a shove, and then somebody come back at you. It don't make no sense for it to be on the side. You know what I'm saying? Well, y'all, a word on the street is Austin had Karmelo in a headlock, y'all. This is what I'm here. Oh, my eye itching like crazy, y'all. My eye's just itching. I just can't stop rubbing my eye. Yeah. Had him in a headlock, y'all. Do y'all know the dynamics that this would have changed the whole jury trial? If you in a headlock, you ain't got no choice but to defend yourself and come out of it. Y'all? And word on the street is that is what happened, y'all. That is what happened. Now, they're saying that somebody snatched the bag and then somebody grabbed. I don't see how Austin could snatch his bag at the same time he was putting him in a headlock. I don't understand that. Unless he snatched the bag, then grabbed him. But that don't make no sense. It seemed like somebody else snatched that bag. And it seemed like they already had in play what they were going to do to him. Y'all listen to this woman right here. Talking about the womb. Where he was stuck at. Y'all, I want y'all to hear this part. It's very important.
She didn't testify about the angle. What she said was it was an angle that was not specifically vertical and or horizontal. She testified that the penetration wound was 2.5 inches in length and the knife was 3.5 inches in length, and that the vascular access lines present, the stab wound, the external stab wound to the chest on the left side, it perforated the pericardial sac, the heart. It penetrated the right ventricle of the heart. So what does that mean? She said basically the reason Austin had his wound was classified as gaping is because there was a breakage in the lining of the fiber tissue that causes stress and tension of the skin. And when that happens with the stab wound, it's pulled apart, and which is why the kids and the teachers and the coaches were able to see the gaping wound. Okay. So the knife went through the heart wall, but she did not give a specific degree of measurement regarding the angle. She said it was an awkward angle. That's on the record. Now,
so they said in court that Austin was stuck at an awkward angle, but they wouldn't let them go into details because they didn't want them to know that the angle that he was stuck in was an angle, and this is what the professionals said. They expert that came out. They said that Karmelo, was basically defending himself. This is what the professional said, the expert witness said, as far as the angle of what he was stuck at, y'all. This other person is saying something else. Listen.
Let me tell you off the record what I have been told by a very reliable source. What I've been told is that Karmelo did communicate to his defense team that when he stabbed Austin MetCalf, Austin had him in a headlock. And that's why that could explain the angle of the wound, because he was in a headlock.
Okay, y'all. Do y'all see the more and more information that's coming out? It's looking more and more like Karmelo was fighting for his life, basically, by these little demons that came into the tent. He was fighting for his life in that tent, y'all. He was in a headlock. Now, one person said it was a little push. Then they said that he did a move on it and lifted him up. This is what somebody else said. Now, we have somebody saying that one of the lawyers is saying now that Karmelo was in a headlock. Now, I'm going to ask y'all this question. If you were the parent of Karmelo and you did an interview, why wouldn't you bring up this? Is people telling her not to talk, the family not to talk about certain things and let it just come out, play itself out in the appeal or this or that and this? Is people telling them not to talk about what Karmelo said to them? It doesn't make sense what the family is coming out giving little bits and pieces and other people is giving out more information to the parents. It doesn't make sense, especially if your child has been wronged. Especially if you had a lawyer that suggested he not even testify and let people know he was in a headlock. Something is off about and I just have to say it. Something is off. Either they're taking the wrong advice and people telling them don't talk about it or this and that and this or something. But it is time to talk about it now. It needs to be brought out right now. Everybody needs to be talking about what went down that day. And if Karmelo told the lawyer, y'all don't think he told his parents? Something is not right in the water, y'all. And I'm just going to just put it out there. This is crazy. But now the story is coming together. So why? Because a lot of people, several people said that he was stuck in an angle, an awkward angle. Even if it was through the front, it was the way the sharp object went in was at an angle. And now it makes sense to if he was in a headlock, of it going in an angle. They didn't want none of this presented in court. None of this. They didn't want people to know he was attacked at all. They wanted Austin to look as if he just pushed him a little bit and he just took it upon himself to take somebody out. No, now they're releasing more information and they're saying that he was in a headlock, y'all. And you're talking about people that professional judoism or whatever they call it, judo, whatever, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like a form of martial arts, but not really. Okay, y'all? This is what they like to do, get you to a position of you folding, basically. This is what judo is about. Locking up y'all, boy, oh boy, oh boy. And now they're saying that he was in a headlock by somebody that went to school for judo. Now it's all coming to light right now, y'all. This guy, for every day that he spent in jail, y'all, I'm telling you, I hope he get $1 million for every day he spent in this prison. Because this doesn't make any sense to why he's not out when all of this information is coming out now. And it wasn't presented. Everything was rushed. And you got somebody that's a known drunk running around doing interviews just so he could keep this lie going. So he can keep the money flowing in, y'all. Keep the money flowing in. I don't get it. I do not get it. And I have to throw this up here really, really quickly, y'all. Y'all got to give me a second. I have to put this up. It's important for me to put this up right now. I have to put this up. Look at this, y'all. And this was, before that Karmelo's family even got to $600,000. Look what Austin family them were. Before they even made it to the $600,000, okay? They were almost at $800,000, y'all. Austin McCalf them family. This doesn't make any sense to me. What is you collecting all of this money for? I don't get it. They said the purpose of Karmelo's was the legal defense. Safety, counseling, basic needs, relocation. The purpose of Austin McCall's family was family support, memorial, funeral expenses, and healing. Y'all, this didn't hit almost $1 million, if not $1 million now. How much family support you need? You know what I'm saying? You think these twins didn't have an insurance? Their family had to have been a fool, y'all, for to not have insurance on the two biggest bullies in the school, in the area. They have to be a fool to not have no insurance on them. Okay? And even if they pay for the insurance, look how much money they had left. And now the daddy is making his rounds. If this ain't about money, I don't know what to tell you. If this ain't about him just, lavishing in the money and the lifestyle now, he's the one that's running around here acting as if he's getting rich off of his son's passing. The whole thing don't make any sense. Your son and his brother and his friends were in a tent that your son attacked somebody in. Your sons and their friend attacked somebody in. He ran out the tent and your son was still, it looked like some commotion going on in that tent. What are y'all really hiding? That's what I need to know. What are y'all hiding? Because it makes sense to hide the fact that several children played a part in this than to just throw one under the bus. That's the sense that it makes to y'all. Oh, we'll just let him take the fall and everybody else gets off. But they were the attackers. Nobody else under that tent cared about him being under there. Only people cared about it was your hateful twins. They're the only ones who cared. And now one is lavishing in the life. Hunter is just enjoying himself. Right after this situation even happened, y'all. Hunter was out kicking it. He's out enjoying himself with his friends and acting as if nothing has happened. Only time he gets sad is when he goes to do the interviews. But if you are following him and his lifestyle and the things he's doing and stuff like that, he's living his best life right now. With this newfound money that they done fell in. The daddy, he was a realtor person or something like that. So he is living his best life right now. He got enough money to buy all the drinks he want. Y'all just drink his kneecaps off. And they don't want people to feel like this is ain't about money. They done got rich off of his passing. There was things hidden. There was a lot of questionable things taking place after Karmelo left that tent. And we want to know. We want to know it all. We want it all out there. And I'm so glad, Lord. I am so happy for the internet. Y'all investigators all over everybody that's no captivity with Freezy. Oh my goodness. He is having interview after interview after interview of everybody. Everybody is popping up on there, y'all. And we got some haters. We got them house ninjas that's out here that's kind of throwing the case off, thinking they know everything. Ticket. Sorry, y'all. We got them that's trying to throw the case off. Okay? Them house ninjas, they out here. You just get, they are what they are. Try to act like they care about the case, but at the same time, they acting like, oh, they lying. Oh, it was a stick and run, and it was nothing else happened under the tent. And these house ninjas, y'all, you got to watch out for these house ninjas, y'all. You do. But some of these other people that's out here and bringing it, they are bringing it, and you got to give them their props, y'all. You really do. Nika at night, she doing her thing, y'all. She really is. She cried like a baby while she was there, but she's doing her thing right now, y'all. So, give her flowers. She is making sure that, this don't get swept up under the rug. There's a lot of people out here that's pushing for justice for him. Y'all, all viral access media doing their thing over there. Interviews, people coming on there, dropping tea, and more tea. Okay, y'all? So stay tuned. That's all I can tell y'all, is stay tuned. It's so many people that's on top of this case, and I am loving it. Y'all, I'm so proud of our people right now. Like, I am. This is crazy, but everybody is putting in that work and letting the world know that, this whole thing is messed up, what's taking place right now. What just took place is messed up. All of those scholarships, and now he's in prison. He's in prison. His family done moved after move from threats and all kind of stuff. What would he stand to gain from this? Not a thing. But somebody else did. Hunter, Jeff, Mama Bear, they all stood to gain off of this situation. They still gaining off this situation. The daddy didn't get hooked up with some underground alleged hate group that's still funding him and his drinks. Y'all, this is crazy. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this new information that's coming out about Karmelo being put in a headlock by Austin. And why didn't they let him testify? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe if you liked the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.